Yo, it's w.t.hamilton, and I approve this message.
You don't know.
Alright people, welcome to another episode of Using the Law of Attraction in Your Daily Lives. I'm your host, W.T. Hamilton. I usually don't say that because, well, the intro tells you that it's W.T. Hamilton. I mean, it's all over the intro, so why I gotta say it again? So that's why I don't usually say it. But yo, today we're gonna be getting into something that I talked about before in one of the past episodes. I don't really remember which one it was now because I've done so many, but I was talking about cause and effect. Cause and effect. Now, in the law of attraction, cause and effect is explained in a simple way that you attract everything into your life, whether you consciously or subconsciously attract it. Everything that happens to you because you brought it to you. And right now I'm going to tell you that I think that is bullshit. That's right. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that. I think that's a very simplistic way of looking at the law of attraction and how it works. And so I'm going to challenge the traditional law of attraction people. I'm going to challenge them, and I'm going to say right now that that's not how we do it. Not here, not in this show, using the law of attraction in our daily lives. We're going to talk about how it really works, you know, and how you can really use it to blow up your life, to level up, to make everything better in your life. So the first thing you have to understand is that you are not the center of the universe. You might feel like it. You might feel like everything is happening to you because of you. But in reality, you are not the center of the universe. You're the center of your universe. And that's the most important universe, is yours. But you are not in the center of everybody else's universe. Which means when you are interacting with people, you're sharing your life with different people. You're sharing this world, this universe with different people. Your journeys are going to intersect. How does that work? So say that you're focused on experiencing something, you want to achieve a big goal. You want to achieve some big success, and you're focusing on getting there, and you're working with different people. And say one of the persons that you're working with, they have something tragic that happens in their life, and it affects you, and you have to stop what you're doing. You have to help them. Okay, you are at that point in their journey. This is not a part of your journey, but you're in their journey. There might be an indirect reason, or there might be a direct reason why you're there. I mean, you might be there to help them, for them to have someone to lean on. But you might also be there just to witness, to be able to see what happens in that type of situation. You might find yourself in a bad situation for yourself. Something really bad happens. You get a diagnosed with a disease that you didn't want, because who wants any kind of disease, right? You might have some big financial crisis that happens to you that you didn't want. You never wanted no financial crisis, but did you attract that to you? No. What you attracted to you might have been contrast. It might be the contrast that you have to see, okay, this is what it's like to have the lack of the thing that you want. That's law of attraction. But you didn't directly say to yourself, even on a subconscious level, that you want to experience not having money, or you want to experience having some kind of a disease. You don't sit there in your bed at night thinking, oh, wouldn't it be awesome if I could get really sick and be on the edge of death, be on my deathbed. Nah, nobody thinks that. You might have the fear of that happening, and that fear you might attract that, because the law of attraction doesn't know from what you want, from what you don't want. All it knows is what you're thinking, and it gives you more of those things to think about. So that could be, you see what I'm talking about when I say that the law of attraction, the cause and effect, is not just a simple, easy explanation that you just attract everything to you because you wanted it. You wanted that to happen. That's not how it really works. There's many factors. So if you're fearing something, you could be drawing that to you, not because you want to, but because you're focusing too much on the thing that you don't want. Or you could experience something because you have to have that contrast so that you can measure your success. So you want to have lots of money. Sometimes you go through a period where you don't have a lot of money, so that you can really feel the difference between not having and having. So it's not that you wanted to experience not having money, it's just that to experience having an abundance of money, you first have to have the opposite. So cause and effect sometimes gives you the opposite of what you want first. Right? It tries to knock you down, not to knock you down, but to wake you up, to make you realize that, okay, if this is what you really want, if you're really serious about this is what it's gonna feel like to not have it. Now you have a measure to go by. So now when you're feeling that success, you're really reaching that goal, you know, because it feels opposite from the thing that you were just experiencing. That's cause and effect as well. But you might just be a witness to something. You might just have to go through something to be a witness, to be there for somebody, so that sometimes you're on someone else's journey, because everybody's journey intersects, because we are not in our own universe all by ourselves. Everybody's universe interconnects. Everybody's journey interconnects. And when that stuff all is working together, you're gonna have different things that happen that maybe not directly to you, but you still experience them or experience a part of it. But it's not because you were sitting in your bed at night thinking, that would be awesome if I could experience my friends going through this right here. That's not how it works, man. That's not how it really works. So not every single thing that happens in your life is because you attracted it, because you wanted to experience that thing. Sometimes you just have to experience that thing because it's the contrast of what you want to have. Sometimes you have to experience that thing because you're intercepting someone else's journey, and so your two journeys are aligned for a moment or two. Sometimes you experience that thing because you're scared of that thing happening, and so you're thinking about it too much and you bring it to you. You see? So there's many ways that the cause and effect thing can happen. There's many ways that you can experience something that you don't want. There's many reasons for it. So you can't just sit there and blame yourself and start to self-diagnose. Oh, why was I draw that to me? What was I thinking? Why would I want to have that? Nah, it's not all about you all the time. It's not all about you 24/7. Come on, you're in a world. You're on a planet with 7 billion people. You don't think sometimes cause and effect, something that they draw to them, is going to suck you in as well? You don't think that could happen, that is a logical thing? So then when you experience things, stop over analyzing. That's the problem with people using the law of attraction. They try to over analyze, try to self-diagnose too much. Sometimes shit just happens. Just leave it at that. Who cares why? Just focus on what you want to have happen. Keep focused on that. Don't worry about if something sidetracks you or some shit comes your way. Just deal with it and move through it. Just focus on what you want to have happen, the best case scenario that you want to experience, and that's all you have to focus on. But don't focus on the fear of something that might happen. Don't focus on because something is happening to somebody else that you know. Now all of a sudden you're worried about, oh, I hope that doesn't happen to me. Because those are the ways that you attract things to you that you don't want. But also understand that if you're really focused on a big, scary goal, and it's something that's super awesome that you really want to have, and you tell yourself that you will have it, you are going to have it, you live as if you already have it, you are also going to attract the opposite of that. Maybe not in abundance, but you're going to get a taste of it. You're going to get a taste of the opposite of what you want to have. And a lot of times that's a sign that you're almost there. If things start to look like they're going in the wrong direction, the exact opposite of what you're wanting, that's like the cause and effect. That's the thing saying you're almost there. Now I'm showing you a little contrast. And if you stay focused on the thing that you really want, you know, the universe is giving you a test right now saying, how bad do you want it? Or are you just going to give up because I'm throwing some contrast at you? I'm giving you a taste of how things are that people, they don't get it, like the opposite. And if you're hitting that opposite, You should get excited, not get upset, not get depressed, not start beating yourself up and start trying to overanalyze. Why is this happening to me? It's happening to you because you're almost there, dude. Just stick to your game plan, stick to your focus. Focus on what you want to have because you're almost there. You're getting a little bit of contrast. Anytime I get contrast in my life, it sucks. I'm not even going to pretend it doesn't. It does suck. But it's also a sign for me that I'm almost there. I'm almost manifested the thing that I wanted to. I'm going to soon experience the thing that I want. So maybe I have to go through a little bit of shit. Maybe I got to get drawn back a little bit. Maybe I have a little hurdle. But it's just for me to measure my success, to know that when I hit that big goal now, I know that I've hit it. Because it's the exact opposite of that thing I just went through. It's the exact opposite of, what I wanted. So when I hit that hurdle, that setback, it's like the universe is saying, get ready, dude, get ready, because it's about to happen. And every time that kind of thing happens to me, right after that hurdle is the success, is the triumph, is the awesomeness, the high energy. So you have to stay focused and positive. Always know that what you want, you will have if you focus on it long enough. And it doesn't go by a calendar. So you can't just say by this date, because maybe you're not mentally prepared. Maybe you're not emotionally prepared. Maybe you don't have enough information. You don't have enough skills yet by that date. Doesn't mean that you can't have it. It just means that you were trying to rush it too much. You got to learn a few more things. You got to experience a few more things. You got to grow and expand a little bit more before you can really have it. It doesn't mean that you should give up. You should change the goal. Forget about it.
Let me tell you, MoFo's.
That's the problem. That's what I'm talking about with cause and effect. You can't use cause and effect as a self-analysis and pretend that everything that happens in your universe is happening for you and because of you. Because that's just not real, man. That's just some crazy talk. You're living in some la-la land if you're thinking that. You are not the center of the universe. And if something happens across the world, some tragedy, terrorism, bad, disaster, natural disasters, whatever it can be, that doesn't mean it's going to happen to you. People start to get all scared and they don't want to go there. They don't want to go here because this might happen and that might happen. But you know what? Not everything that happens to everybody. Some people have to experience tragedy. Some people don't. Some people go through their whole life. They never get sick. They never have any kind of disease. Other people have diseases. They have to triumph. Everybody has their own experience. You're here to experience things. So cause and effect is not always all about you. Sometimes it is, and you got to be able to look at it and figure out, is this something that I'm drawing to me because of fear? Because those are the negative cause and effects. When you're fearing things, the more fear that you can eliminate in your life is the less that you're going to experience those negative cause and effects. You want to have the positive cause and effects, you have to realize they come with a little bit of shit attached. And the reason for that is just so that you can measure your success. I've talked about this before. The reason I'm hammering this with you now is because it's really that important. And too many people in the law of attraction teach that everything that happens to you. It happens for a reason. And you got to figure out how you're out of line with what you want if this is happening to you. Stop that, man. Stop it. Because look at when somebody's an athlete and they don't know about law of attraction, and I talk about this a lot. When someone is an athlete and they get hurt, they don't start saying to themselves, well, why did I attract that injury? Why did I attract getting hurt? Why is this happening to me? They just look at it as, okay, I'm doing this, and part of doing this, sometimes you get hurt. Sometimes you have to rehab. You get a serious injury. But as long as you deal with it and you fix it, you get back on track and you can live to play another day. They don't start over analyzing and beating themselves up and wondering why they're attracted, why they're thinking, why would they want to experience. Nah, nobody wants to experience getting hurt when they're playing a sport, but it's just part of the journey. Sometimes people get hurt. Some athletes never get hurt. Some guys get hurt way too much, way more than they should. Is it fair? No. Is it reality? Yes. So if you're trying to achieve goals, achieve big dreams, and you think that you're never going to have any hurdles, you're never going to have any setbacks, you're never going to have any contrast, then you're living in a la-la land. Everything comes with hurdles, with a price to pay, with different experiences to get there. And one of my favorite things that I learned from Will Smith is that there are many ways to count to 10.
Let me tell you, MoFo's.
Everybody can get to 10. You don't have to all get there using the same math to get there. You can add different numbers together all to get to 10. So everybody's experience is different. What worked for one person might not work for another. Some tragedy that happens to one person might never happen to this other person. It's just the way it goes. But you gotta realize, cause and effect is not always all about you. And the ones that are usually stemmed in fear. You can correct those. But you gotta recognize sometimes when you're just intersecting somebody else's journey and you're just there to witness, to say that you were there, you knew, or you helped. Maybe you're just there to help them and give them a little coaching, whatever it is. But not everything happens just to you, for you. That's what you got to realize. So that's all I want to talk about that for today. I'm glad that you joined us for, using the law of attraction in your daily lives. Try to do these episodes each week, give you different ways to look at the law of attraction. Sometimes I'll tell you stories about what I go through. Sometimes I'll tell you things about theories and philosophies, challenging some of the way of thinking of traditional law of attraction, because the law of attraction is for everybody. It even works for people that don't believe in it. It even works for people that don't know about it. It's really a mindset. It's the way of thinking. It's a way of focusing on the things that you want and focusing on them and believing that they will happen and going for it, making it happen, putting things into motion. That's how it works. And so each week I try to do an episode to teach you different ways to use it, to think about it, to make it work for you and to be able to create the life that you really want to have. If you want to learn more, we have lots of books. You can check out our blog site. We're doing giveaways all the time. We have a membership area where it's really focused on visualization, on how to build those mind pictures to make the law of attraction really work for you and really tangible. One of the things that you need to do is become the master of your mind. When you become the master of your mind, you become the master of your reality. So that's all I want to talk about for today. I'm glad that you joined, and hopefully you can join us again. Thanks, and have an awesome one.
Hey, yo, click the like button. Click the like button.
Check out our motivational books. We have many motivational books helping you with the law of attraction, with personal development, with creating that mindset for success. You can get our books online everywhere, so check those out. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Also, like this channel, comment, leave a comment, let us know what you think, and subscribe to this channel so you can check out more videos. And share this with your friends, man. Let your friends experience this too, because your friends are going to like it. I know they will. Also, check out our new podcast show. We're dropping episodes weekly, so you check that out. You can learn a lot about using the law of attraction in your daily lives.
Yo, it's W.t.Hamilton, and I approve this message. What the fuck was going on? Yeah, man, that revealed. Alright.